saying? We got another fucking meathead up here in the wolf den today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. This is about to be a good one.
So this is Jacob Robichaux. For if y'all don't know who he is, if you want to give yourself a little introduction.
IFBB professional bodybuilder, process technician, man of many trades. Of many trades.
Hell yeah. So what you got going on recently that's new that nobody knows about yet?
Got 2 shows picked out this year. It'll be the San Antonio Pro and the Steve Carr Pro. San Antonio's obviously in San Antonio, and the Steve Carr's in Las Vegas. So looking forward to finishing off the show season in Las Vegas and enjoying some good food, gambling, and losing some money that I don't have.
Yeah, that bodybuilding that probably puts up a dent in your budget, huh?
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm just fortunate enough to have the main job that I have that can provide and have all the extra money to do all of this. And definitely working shift work helps along with it, that we doing this on a Friday and I'm off and everything. I work nights, but my body's so used to it. Man, 2 hours of sleep, I'm fucking rolling. We good to go.
So what do y'all do when y'all travel to these shows? Do y'all kind of just like y'all fly to the show? Y'all kind of do all y'all thing? Or y'all drive and are y'all kind of bringing?
Well, it all depends. I mean, if it's a close show, like probably the further I would drive is probably San Antonio. Anything outside of that range, I'm flying. And normally I would it's very, very convenient to leave like 4 days prior to the show to get out there. And when you fly, like when you that lean, your body starts retaining water really easily, and you can see it because you have no fat. It's pretty much just skin and muscle and water in between. So when you fly, like the stress of traveling and everything, and
I didn't even think about that. I bet you the pressure difference, that's crazy.
Yeah, so some bodybuilders have to wear like fucking compression socks and everything.
No way.
Dude, what? It's crazy. It's so scientific. And but you get out there and basically you almost want to like feel at home when you're out there and just be really, really stress free. That way you look how you did back when you're home,
kind of get your whole mindset into the event before it, get you a couple days.
Exactly. And then
also probably like it's probably hard to like keep up like with your nutrition, right?
Yeah, so basically whenever I do pick the show, probably at like 4 months out, I'm obviously looking at like places where I can get my food from, and anything that I can bring that's dry or cooked already that won't go bad. Like if I bring fish out there, man, I ain't fucking cooking fish and bringing that shit a week old fish.
Don't you lie, motherfucker.
I did that in New York.
Hey, look, this dude brought
motherfucker brought his fishing pole like he's
no.
no.
So
us coon asses probably would, bro.
Look, we went to New York and dude, this dude had this room that we were sharing, smelling like fucking fish. He was eating fish every like other meal, just fish and rice, plain fish.
Well, that's kind of why I asked, because I was like, man, you fly. I'd imagine like I can see him getting on the airplane, like, oh look, I need my ice chest full of my healthy shit.
So like when I fly, I gotta bring like so many fucking bags because like, man, you got your clothes, you got your supplements, you got your food, you got your lifting gear or your gym bag because you're gonna be training out there a couple of days prior to the show. And man, it's crazy, dude, the amount of shit you have to do. It's not just like a vacation where you pack a bag, get out there and do it, because like, I mean, shit changes, man. Your body will change, and you got to be prepared for like I said, when I get out there, I'll look for places where I can buy food, places that offer a gym, maybe even with a sauna, because like if you're holding water and retaining water, or you got to make weight, because I'm classic physique, so you have a height and weight restriction that for your height, you got to meet this weight. And if you don't, then maybe you got to go sit in the sauna, sweat some water out, or drain some water out of your system and go weigh in again. So there's so much shit that goes into traveling for bodybuilding shows. But for any events like the Arnold Classic, when I went out there last year for Hostile, one of my sponsors, shout out to them. So they basically paid for my flight, my hotel, and everything for me and my wife. And it was so stress-free, dude. I give a huge shout out to them. Man, they made traveling so easy. Basically just boarded the plane with my bags and got out there, went to the room. I paid the little security deposit or whatever. And then anything I did while I was out there, as far as like travel and food, anything, dude, they had everything covered.
What's the name of the sponsor so we can shout out?
Hostile Supplements.
Shout out to Hostile Supplements.
So
absolutely.
They legit. They actually hired me to do a job for Jacob, a little photo shoot for him out here. So props to them, straight up. They do some good work. They got some good supplements. They actually got some fire clothes.
Dude, what? That's kind of what I was going to touch on next.
Are they known that, like, tell me, because I really don't know like the background. Did they start as like a supplement company, and then now they kind of branching off and like,
body? So Fuad, the owner, actually was a very, very successful bodybuilder. But then whenever he started getting older, he wanted to stay in the bodybuilding industry, but obviously when you can't compete, it's kind of hard to. So the only way to really do that is either be like Jay Cutler or somebody with such a big following, or like Phil Heath, somebody who's won multiple Mr. Olympias, that people just already know you and you have all kinds of sponsors and everything. But man, he started a supplement company, and dude, like the quality of these supplements are just one to none, man. Like they put so much thought and effort, him and his wife, into this company, and that's who runs it, man. It's just him and his wife.
That's
and
awesome.
I mean, he got some other employees too, like obviously.
Well, no, that's who was in the group message with us whenever we
Yeah,
talking,
yeah,
him and
yeah.
his wife. That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm thinking I'm talking to these, like, just because, dude, the way that they show themselves out on the internet.
So professional.
Yeah, professional. Like you would.
Yeah,
think
you
that,
swear it's like this huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You think
global.
that it's like, like it's like for, and what they out of Canada?
Yeah, it's a Canada based company, but they actually like do all of their marketing and have all of their products stored in America. That way, it's basically an American company,
Right.
but the owners are obviously from Canada.
Have you?
But,
They still live in Canada?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've been up there?
no, man, I
Oh,
want
you-
to so bad. He got his own gym up there.
Man, you need to take
Oh,
that man.
man.
I need to take that man.
Dude, he
out
got his
there.
own gym up there, and dude, from what I see on the social media, and he told me I'm welcome there anytime. It's so hard, man. I got a 1.5-year-old at home, and my wife, and now that she doesn't work, it's so easy to travel. If I tell her like, hey, we just need this date to have off, it's not like she got to take off of work or anything. We can just go, as long as we either got a babysitter or we can bring them. It's fine. And
Well, hell, you might as well just wait a few months. They might just be part of the U.S. coming up.
shit, you ain't lying.
You might not even have to cross the border. You can just like, hey, come
Yeah.
on down.
No, seriously.
across another
But man,
state.
dude, Fuad, I don't know if he was thinking about it, but I know he likes Texas a lot, and I think he's looking to get a house later on in the future. I don't know, but that would be freaking awesome.
That's crazy. Jump Canada to Texas.
Yeah.
Canada
I
to
mean,
Texas.
he's a big motorcycle enthusiast, and man, this dude rides all the time, dude. And I would love to get into bikes and everything. My wife would kill me. Just because I
Dude,
drive my
yeah,
truck
I'm
like
about
I
to
stole
say,
it, dude.
Dude,
Like,
well, no, what about you? Like, people don't know, so to the viewers that's watching, this motherfucker got probably like what, like, I don't know, stupid money into your truck that
Man,
just jacked up,
yeah,
got fucking.
so I had a 12-inch lift on it with some 26x16s on 38s with 2-inch spaces, American Forces, dude.
You're not in that today, huh?
No,
I was about to say, I was about to say,
I
didn't see
can't
that shit.
daily that thing. I can't daily it. That's only like if
well,
I'm,
then you have the worst fucking luck with that bitch too,
bro.
dude.
Man, I can go into some shit, but with the whole insurance and everything, I don't want to get into that deep.
Well, no,
but
no.
I'll tell you, I got lucky as a son of a bitch.
Well, I can tell you a little story too after, but go ahead. with
No,
yours first.
I want you to tell him about when, because I saw the post that you posted whenever that dude, your truck
The
was
fucking pizza delivery
yeah,
driver.
whenever you parked outside.
Man, fuck that dude, bro.
Listen to this shit, dude. It's
So
crazy.
I'm at work, and my wife texts me. And now, granted, the first time they had a little kid down the street that stole his mom's car, was hauling ass down the street and smoked my truck. And I was parked in the street, like, but I mean, everybody parks
This
like
was in town, like in
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau?
Yeah.
What?
Well, like as in like he lives in like it's like one of those like community neighborhoods, like a DSLD.
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah.
So like all the houses are kind of tight, close together. So if you don't have a lot of room to park
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
driveway, you got to park.
But yeah,
And
you
I
gotta
mean,
kind of
look,
park
my
on the
truck's
street.
not like my truck's not a fucking Honda Civic. It ain't fitting in that driveway for my wife to get in and out.
Right.
So and then man, it's so heavy, I'll fuck my yard up. So I'll park it on the street, and granted, like I give the people space to pass on the road. Like I'll park like halfway in my yard a little bit. But man, I woke up one morning. This is the first time. Get to the second time. So first time, woke up one morning. I worked nights, parked my truck in the street, and I woke up, went to go to the gym. Got out, and I noticed my truck was like halfway in my fucking yard. I'm like, the fuck? I didn't think nothing of it. Man, I go back inside. Wait.
It's like I didn't park it there.
So,
Hey, you can't park that.
yeah. So I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, man, I don't know. My wife might have used my truck or something. I don't know. So I go inside making breakfast, and I finally go get my phone off the charger, and I'm looking, and I seen at like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, I had like Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office at my door knocking. And I'm like, did somebody like steal my truck and go joyride and fuck it up or something?
That's crazy.
So I listened to the thing and it said, hey, this is blah, blah, blah with Sheriff's Office looking to see. We suspect that your vehicle was involved in an accident. Can you please contact us? So I called them and they said, yeah, we believe your vehicle was involved in an incident. We don't know who, or we know who, but we can't verify it until you tell us that it was hit. So I'm like, hold up. So I went and go walk outside. I went looking, dude. There wasn't my truck's 12 inches lifted.
Right,
And
so it's not
there
like
wasn't no damage.
yeah.
Like I went look at my truck when I first seen it. So, but I didn't see no damage. And after I really, really looked at it, I'm like, well, shit, it must have been hit. So I went and looked at my cameras on my house, and man, like, they didn't pick it up, the vehicle actually hitting it, but it picked it up like 1 minute it was here, and the next frame it was fucking like this. So I'm like, okay,
it just floated over.
My truck was hit. So we got a Facebook group page in the neighborhood, and I posted, if anybody has any footage of maybe a vehicle hitting my truck, please let me know. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the gym. So I'll go to the gym, drive my truck. My truck's fucking fine. And get back home, and as I'm turning down my street, I see some people in the front of the street looking at a vehicle that's all fucked up. Like, I mean, fucked up, dude. Like, total to shit. And they in front of the house just looking at this car, and I'm like,
That's interesting.
So I pull over, and I get out, and I'm like, hey, was this vehicle involved in an incident recently?
I mean, obviously,
yeah. But I just wanted to see.
Either that or a meteor hit it or some shit.
So, man, I fucking get out, and I ask them that, and they're like, yeah, last night my son stole my car and ran into a ditch. And I'm like, well, I think he ran into a truck, man. And she was like, I said, you see all that debris down there? I said, that's not from my truck. I think that's from this car. And she went down there, and she was like, that motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. And apparently she got her son arrested, like, and got sent to juvie.
She lied. The son lied to her, probably.
Oh,
yeah,
no
saying
doubt.
that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So eventually, like a week later, my neighbor across the street was looking at their cameras and seen the vehicle, but you can't see the vehicle hit my truck. All you see is the vehicle lights, and then the lights bounce, and then the vehicle passes in front of my house, and just shit's falling off the fucking vehicle. And I'm like, that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
So, long story short, I get my truck fixed, blah, blah, blah. All that's done. I'm at work one night, and I took my wife's car to work, because mostly the time I'm working nights, I'll take my wife's car just because it's good on gas. Man, I fucking get a notification. I don't think nothing of it or anything. And my wife texts me and says, I think someone hit your truck. And I'm like, okay. So.
No, wait, this is the second time?
This is the second time.
Holy shit.
Within 6 months.
Goddamn.
So, basically, I looked, no camera footage or nothing. Well, I see the camera footage. It's a red truck, but I can't see him hit it. I just see him get out, look at the damage, get back in his truck, and leave. Domino's fucking driver. It's not that hard to fucking find. Like, if you're gonna hit and run, do it in a vehicle that's not a fucking that got a Domino sign on top. There's only 2 Domino's in Thibodeau, so it's one or the other. So, man, I'm looking at the camera footage. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, it's not like it's a big city.
The same woman that caught the other the other vehicle hit my truck, caught this one, but caught the whole thing. This dude's driving, and you just see him going, hits my truck, and you hear 2 little honk, honk, like the horn honk twice, like he fucking hit the fucking thing.
Damn.
The dude gets out, looks at it, scratches his head, looks back at his truck, looks back at my truck, gets in and leaves. And I'm like, dude, this is the second hit and run that's happened. I got caught on camera within 6 months. I'm like, how fucking stupid can people be? Like, if you got insurance,
right?
Incidents that's what you have insurance for.
But when you're repping for a company like Domino's, like you would think you at least want to stop. Like you said, you gotta get caught. Dude's still acting like they got to deliver in 30 minutes or less. Like,
yeah.
like he got to roll. Fuck, I can't stop that dude. Hey, I'll be back after I deliver this pizza. Trying to make my commission.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Fuck.
I thought I had Domino's by the balls whenever that happened. I called them and I said, I want to speak to the manager. I said, one of y'all guys.
And I want 5 large fucking pizzas right now.
Right now.
So they were like, oh, well, that's going to have to be dealt with him because we have a disclosure agreement set with our drivers that they have to have their own insurance whenever they drive. So we have nothing to do if they get in an accident.
Boy,
when
that's
on
some
company time.
shit, huh?
Dude, they on that Uber shit, boy.
Yeah,
that's the
so
same
I was
shit.
thinking I was getting free pizzas for life now. Because I would have told them I was in my truck. I shit myself. I pissed myself. I broke my neck. Fuck, man. I was like, oh, dude, we about to have some fun with this. But, nah, they got some shit in place that don't let that happen.
That's wow.
Well, that's actually probably a good thing.
But dude, you know what's the crazy part? So you say you're from Thibodeau, all right? Nick was just telling me a couple stories. I'm like, damn, I thought Homer had some shit going on, but fuck, Thibodeau's getting bad, man.
Dude,
Y'all got some shit popping off.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. So actually, the other night, and look, this is probably might hurt myself. I don't even give a fuck at this point. Look, right across the street, I got a cop fucking flashing his light, and like my dog started freaking out, and like I hear talking outside my window, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go look outside. Sure enough, I got a cop flashing a light into my camera and into my door and shit. I'm like, hey man, can I help you? And I got my, you know me, I mean, I got
you strapped up.
Yeah, I got my
24/7.
Wait, hold on. Let's depict this story a little better. For anybody that doesn't know, Nick is like goes into like survival mode. Like dude like swears like there's an army outside
I
his
almost
house.
wanted to text you and be like, hey, are we bringing guns? And we could just had them in the back.
Like
or
look,
something.
most people got like a pistol with like, I don't know, 10, 15 rounds. No, this dude's got like probably 2 ARs in each hand.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dude, absolutely, absolutely.
I'll be real with you. So
You got a drum mag,
yeah,
probably.
no, like so like I had my 277 Fury sitting on the counter, and then I had my 5.56 in my hand, both of them silent. So I was ready.
I told you.
I was ready. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck is going? Like, who the fuck is this? So
Yeah.
they try to steal. It's like, well, I don't know. This is my property. So I kind of peek out the door. As soon as I realized it's a cop, I'm like, oh fuck, all right, dip my shit back.
Let me
inside.
not have a gun in
Yeah,
my hand.
Yeah. I was like, let me not put a gun in, like he's whatever happened. He might, motherfucker might,
might
shoot
shoot
me. So I was like, all right, let me
Put
dip
your
my
fucking hands up.
yeah, so I dip my gun down, and then I walk outside. I'm like, dude, can I help you? And he was like, yeah, man, there was actually a shooting about two blocks down or whatever, and I have cameras on all around my house. It wasn't nothing crazy. They have some like Section 8 houses down the road from my house, and obviously they had some type of little scruffle or something, and somebody put off like 4 shots into somebody else's car, and like they kept on riding by, but I had all the footage on my cameras, but my cameras like really didn't pick up nothing. Like I saw the cars passing by, but it couldn't really see none of me, and picked up all the cops walking around on my fucking house.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, whatever.
And you see, like, that's why I think, like, man, all them fucking laws about, like, so I don't know if you know, they have it's an old bill that's trying to be reintroduced. It's called the SHUSH Act or whatever, or the SHUSH bill, whatever.
No.
It's like silencers help us save hearing or something. I don't know.
What?
Wait, fuck. I hope it's a bill
So
that's
they
going in for
reintroduced it when
silencers?
they reintroduced it into the House and the Senate like a couple weeks ago, and they're waiting for it to see what if it's going to get approved now that Trump's in office.
So what basically?
So
like,
basically,
They're
they're
probably
trying to
gonna
make
kind of get rid of the tax stamp.
no.
and all
So
that,
what they're trying to do is make silencers to where you're able to buy them just like an attachment to on your weapon.
That's
you don't
perfect.
need.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
walk in and leave with it.
Well, they need to.
Well, you seen? So look, speaking of that, you seen some of the guns now that are developing? Like they've got the built-in silencers, like the whole barrel.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
silencer.
well, yeah.
What I think's the stupidest fucking shit is an SBR, short barreled rifle.
Right.
You need a
Hey
tax
man,
stamp.
hey man, watch that word.
No.
No,
He's
no.
talking about what you talk. No, he like what? You don't like him?
No, the
Well, hold on, wait.
what is it? The F whatever the FA whatever the Firearms and Commission.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
FAC,
the NFA.
the NFA. They don't like that word, boy. If you use the word
Don't
short
give a
barrel
fuck.
rifle, boy.
No,
oh my
so
God.
listen
They
to this.
Like, you
No,
gotta-
like
What I don't understand, if somebody from the NFA is listening to this, they can fucking come to my house and explain it to me better. Why in the shit can't I purchase a rifle with a barrel under 16 inches without having a tax stamp and getting all kinds of background checks around me, same as a silencer right now, but I can go there and buy the same gun with a pistol brace on it
I was about to say.
and
Right.
walk clean the
That's
fuck
what I
out
got.
with that.
as long
That's
as
what
that pistol brace got a strap, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like
that's what I was about
get
to
the
say.
fuck. Like
Well,
how much
that's
sense
what I'm
that
saying.
makes?
Yeah, but what you can do
That's the
is
government.
like,
No, you know what that is? That's a fucking money
Money
racket.
scheme.
it's a money
It's a
scheme.
fucking money racket.
So like they got a attachment, like, so that's what mine got. It got the pistol grip on it, right? So that's why I got my 5.56.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to put. They have like another badass one that Magpul makes, and it's like it doesn't have the grip thing on it. Like it doesn't have the attachment.
Yeah,
thing.
the strap.
It just,
Well, it's an arm. It's called an arm brace.
Yeah.
It's like an
So
arm
basically,
brace.
it just goes.
It
It butts
splits.
against
The
your
butt
forearm.
splits. The butt splits, and you can strap it to your arm.
Well, no, the one he's talking
Oh,
about,
that's what I
looks-
got.
No,
the one he's talking about looks just like a stock, except the bottom of it's probably about a quarter, not even a quarter inch thin.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah,
basically, you just brace it against your forearm. It's
Oh.
like you hold the gun against your
Oh, okay.
forearm.
So
That's
look,
the point.
mine.
That's what it is.
Mine's
That's-
got these rubber pads on the bottom, and what it does is it splits open like this.
Yeah,
like
and it
you
slides.
but you know what's crazy? This is so. Like, you tell me what the fucking difference is. I can take my strap and strap it tight together
and put it right on your shoulder.
And it's like a fucking stock.
Well, no,
That's-
I never
No.
use my pistol like you're supposed to, like whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to put it.
never-
Well, I
if
mean,
you
look.
butt it up to your shoulder, no matter what stock you got, even
You're
if it
supposed to
is
use
a
the
pistol
grip.
brace.
You gotta use the grip, technically.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So look, you put it like, and basically what it does is split open, and then you just strap
No,
it to
that's
your
what
arm.
mine. That's the
Yeah, that's the
same
same
mine.
shit,
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
Yeah.
But the point, I guess the point of it, I don't know.
No,
I
you
know
what
it's
it
definitely
is?
a money racket.
Well, this is but this is
Absolutely.
their theory behind it, I believe, because they saying with a actual shoulder brace, you can steady the gun. I guess more precision.
I would love to have more precision whenever somebody's breaking into my shit.
And that's my point.
You know
Like,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
so what do you want? Just can you imagine? Like, what is this? The
I mean,
Terminator? You just want people
I'll
just
look at it
firing off like
too.
this?
I'll look
I mean,
at it
what
like
kind of
this
shit is
too.
that?
If I'm in my house, I mean, look, a 16-inch barrel gun's not a small gun.
It's not what
If
you're
I'm
grabbing anyway.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm trying to fucking maneuver that thing through a door because somebody broke into my front door, like, it's so much easier to have a 10.5 10.5-inch barrel, swinging that thing through short corners, getting it around, maneuvering it easier than having a big-ass 16-inch barrel or a fucking shotgun. Like, I'm never going to fucking home defense my house with a shotgun.
Oh, I do. If somebody was breaking, so I grab my 5.56 whenever I know that I'm going outside. But if somebody's coming into my house,
but not the new shotguns. You seen the new ones? The what they call it? It's a who makes it?
I got that Kel-Tec.
Panther arms.
Yeah.
Oh, the Kel-Tec's nice, but it's just like the Panther arms.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I just got
28 fucking shells in
That's
the
what it
barrel.
holds.
Yeah, 28 shells.
Yeah, I got a Beretta A5, and I mean, that's a fucking duck hunting gun.
But but still.
Well, no, you can't.
But
really
I mean,
swing
I'm
that around
saying
the
I don't
corner.
keep it like by my fucking bedside. I keep my fucking 9mm and my AR.
My Kel-Tec is about that long, and like literally, it's perfect for like the home defense.
You know what you need to get? A AA-12, bro. That Russian fucking or whatever the fuck. That fully automatic 12 gauge.
Yeah,
No, well, look.
disgusting.
Speaking of all this crazy shit, I tried to get my uncle. This is kind of a funny story. We'll kind of go through this little story, dude. So one morning, this is the craziest shit. One morning, I get a phone call. You'd have to know my uncle. He's a pretty funny guy, all right? Well, I get this phone call, and it's like, I didn't realize what time it was. My wife goes, who's calling you this early in the morning? And I'm like, oh, shit, it's my uncle. He's like, well, what does he want? I'm like, I don't know. I answered it. Dude, this dude starts like, he's like, bruh, I don't know what's going on. I just shot somebody. I'm like, the fuck? I said, wait, you shot somebody? I said, what the fuck you mean you shot somebody? He's like, yeah, bro, I shot somebody. Man, they broke into my house. I come down the stairs and I pulled the trigger on them. I'm like, what? I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, yeah. So like, look. So then I'm like, look.
I'm pretty sure you go to jail no matter what. Like if you get in.
Well, no. This is the crazy part. So look, I was kind of mind blown. I'm like, so I told my wife, I was like, I don't know. I just got up. I'm like, okay, so I don't even know. Is he fucking with me? I really don't know. So, man, I get up, hurry up, change. I come to the office. Get over here. Wendell's over here. I'm like, hey, Wendell, hop in the truck, bro. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, dude, I don't know. My uncle just called. He said he shot somebody. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, let's go ride to his house. So we hop in the truck. We go shoot across town, all right? So we get to town. And I'm like, he's Wendell's like, you think he's fucking with you? I'm like, dude, he's got to be fucking with me. I'm like, dude, he always does this kind of stupid shit. Like, he'll call me and fuck with me and do all kind of shit. So I'm like, he's fucking with me. So, man, we get to the neighborhood, and I go to put on the street. Dude, there's fucking blue cop lights everywhere. I'm like, oh, shit, he shot somebody. I'm like, holy shit, he did.
Well, did he get arrested, though?
No. But, no. So, no. He did.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought,
well,
I just thought, like,
no, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, I think, why.
I think it's bullshit. I think you shouldn't get arrested, especially if you own your own house.
I mean, they kind of checked him out, made sure everything. They confiscated his gun.
Yeah.
They confiscated the gun. I don't even know if he still got it back. I think he was fighting that, but
probably not.
But you know what's the crazy part?
That shit goes on forever.
Well, the dude was a known crackhead that broke into his house. I don't even know if he's still alive now. He might be, but dude broke into his house, and I told my uncle, I said, dude, how many shots? He's like, he pulled the trigger like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. He shot him. He tried to shoot it a couple times, but it was dark as shit. I'm like, you didn't have a light or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I need to figure. You should have had a shotgun or something. But what's crazy, he hit the dude in the eye, like on the side of the eye, skimmed his head.
Cool.
So it took part of his.
It took kill him?
No, it took part of his head off. Like it took a chunk out of his forehead, and it's like kind of splattered all over the place.
God.
And so like, look, it was like a mess. Okay.
Holy shit.
No, it was a mess, dude. Hey, can you imagine, dude, running out the house, tripping on shit, bleeding out his head?
Dude's got a fucking half a eyelid.
Yeah. So then they went and find him, and they ended up catching the guy. But
I'm pretty sure it's.
Guess it was like tracking a deer.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, it was the wildest shit because when I got there, he was like. I was like, hey, man, what, you good? Oh, yeah, man. It kind of freaked me out. I'm like, well, I guess. He said he'd come down and the dude had a light. And when he seen the light, he just like aimed and pulled the trigger. I'm like, bruh. I was like, we need to teach you how to shoot or at least get a better gun.
Shit, man.
So I think he bought him something better now. I'm like, I think he's got like a judge or some kind of crazy shit.
But the cool thing about like Glock, talking about guns and everything, cool thing about Glock is.
So I guess Jacob is a Glock guy.
Well, when I was a deputy, that was like the thing for me because like they got to deal with if you fire while you're.
They're reliable. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, they are reliable, but also if like you have a what they call that it's like firing on duty or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they kind of have like a protection agency type thing that helps you
where
out.
like if you have to get your gun confiscated so they can do like the investigation and everything with your gun, they'll send you a brand fucking new one.
Well, no, they got another company that does that too.
Well, yeah, they've been blasted on Facebook. They were like, look, if you conceal carry, you need to be part of the association.
So conceal carry, whatever. Yeah. I want to do that thing actually, just because. I mean,
well, they kind of go to bat for you. They
that's what I was about to say. It's nice to have somebody that's just in but it's kind of pricey. I think it's like $40 or $50 a month.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, no,
sure.
Glock, you don't have to pay shit. You just buy the gun.
Oh, really?
And as long as you have your receipt, like from where you purchased it and that you are the
Really?
purchaser and the
Really?
VIN numbers match up, basically you tell them, hey, officer involved in a shooting.
Yeah, but it's officer. It can't be a civilian.
Yeah, it can't be a civilian. This one
Yeah,
probably
gonna
is
be
a
like
civilian.
T-Boy from down the bar.
Yeah.
My gun. I got my gun taken away.
Yeah, man. I shot somebody, dude. They was tracking on my boat, and I had to get them, dude.
They stole
They were
3
trying to steal my
crabs and a
skimmers.
sack of oysters. Can I get a gun?
Yeah.
They're like, no. We're gonna rightfully
Oh, man.
decline.
But no, speaking of that,
You're not banned from purchasing guns.
Matter of fact, why would we even sell this guy a gun?
but speaking of me being a deputy, man, I got a story from when I was a CO. We were talking about this earlier. And man, about so when you're a CO, man, like you get to know your inmates and everything and the people that you deal with all the time. And a lot of people are really just awesome people, just make their own decisions in life. And
Normal people that just fucked up.
yeah. And not a lot of people know I was a deputy at one point. So I'll just put that out there. But going back to the story, but like I said, 99% of the people in there are great people, just made their own decisions or DUIs or domestic abuses and everything. And just people making their own choices. But some of them belong to fucking being there that's fucking lower than shit.
Well, yeah,
Fuck those people. But I ain't even get into that. But anyway, so I worked in the shoe.
Somebody did something to Jacob.
No, nobody did nothing to me. It's just their crimes that they committed. I am very much against. It involved children.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about.
Yeah.
Well, what you don't, we're not gonna stay on this subject, but I'll just let you know, like, me and Austin know a guy that was like running around here and like trying to catch pedophiles in the Houma area.
No, not trying. Like he
No,
caught a few of
he
them,
actually
bro.
Good.
And
and one of the guys committed suicide on like the last one he did, and I was just like, honestly, dude, you're gonna see no like sadness from me over that.
no.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, dude. If you going around committing acts of violence like that against like children,
yeah, no, that's
and kids,
scarred for life.
Well, look at the
Dude.
ones that are doing it on YouTube now, but like, dude, they're getting wild with it. Like, they slapping the shit out of these people.
what? I seen one get fucking tackled into a fence post or some
Oh,
dumb
yeah.
Well,
shit.
some of
like,
the shit is stupid. I think some of the shit that they're doing, like some of these YouTubers, I think
Well, they
it's
try-
more-
it's clip forming, like we
well,
said.
it's clip forming, and then it's also, I think like some of these guys, they get like, I'm not gonna say they get off on it, but like it's almost like some of the ones that are copycatting. I'm not talking about the big ones like Vitality.
yeah.
Vitality, like obviously he's doing it to do it because he cares.
Absolutely.
And he wants, right?
There's people doing it for the
Yeah,
right
but do you
reasons.
see he's getting wild with it, though.
Well, yeah,
Like,
so
dude, they're
I-
shaving their heads and
Well,
shit.
well,
They're
I'm-
like beating them up on the couch and
well,
all
what
kind
I'm
of
saying,
crazy shit.
what I'm saying about that is I agree with the things that he's doing and
Well,
shit.
yeah.
He's humiliating these people in public.
that's what I'm
These
saying.
people, like, just to be honest, they might not learn a lesson if they just get their ass beat and somebody comes in and just fucking knocks them. But if somebody publicly humiliates them, like, and gives them the same feeling that they might be giving that kid,
Absolutely, man.
Or you
But I
don't-
also
you
think
know-
that there should be repercussions, like as far as legality wise with that. Like, even if a civilian catches a predator doing that, get the cops involved, man, because
Oh, yeah,
you
well,
might
yeah,
not.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
You have proof that you were. Yeah, maybe you aren't a 13-year-old or something texting this person, but what if you really
Rory,
were?
can you pour me another drink?
I was about to say I needed
You
a
need another
refill.
one
Yeah.
too? Rory.
Oh, yeah, hold on, Brand's coming in. But hey, back to no, but I mean, it's right though. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
Like, and
Like-
look, even old boy that was telling us that he was doing this, he was like,
what you want, a vodka lemonade?
Yeah.
All right.
he's like, it was getting
I'm gonna go
crazy.
make them real quick.
Okay.
He was like, it was getting crazy because
You want to wait for me to finish the story about the CO?
Y'all keep on. Y'all go.
No,
Give me
but
give me a cup.
But what was crazy about it was that old boy was saying he was getting like bad, like negative feedback. Like it was almost like,
How can you get negative
Well, that's
feedback
what-
of doing that to those types of people?
well, I'm gonna tell you why, because he started to uncover some shit that got to like, per se, I don't know if it was some prominent people or somebody that didn't obviously want their like oh shit, they're on to him. So that dude, like he actually got some flack, and they were like, shut it down. And so he was kind of like, fuck. I mean, that's crazy, but
Now you see too, talking about all that like conspiracy theories and shit. Going
what up,
into
Brent?
like
Welcome
what
to the-
happened,
well,
man?
What's up,
this
Pod?
dude disappeared like
Oh
he.
man,
What's up, Pod?
what up, chat?
Yeah,
But
get
no,
some
so like
W's.
going into like that, like man, dude, I truly believe there's like another level to this shit, like with celebrities and
Well, look at
big
the whole
names
whole
of people.
Diddy thing.
Epstein,
whole-
Diddy, all of that shit, man.
Are we back on Mr. Beast? Is
No,
that-
no.
Did we-
Actually, talking.
did
no,
we move on
no,
from
but
Mr.
listen,
Beast
you know what
already?
they said? So bring up the Grammys for instance, okay? The biggest dog and pony show, everything. I mean, look, all that is is I mean, that's what they said. It's such a joke. But you know what somebody said? How wild is it to play that song, Not Like Us or whatever, talking about pedophiles in a room full of pedophiles?
Oh, 100%.
Like what? That's a wild. Hey, one dude, I was reading some comments. One guy was like, wow, this is a wild place to be. He's like, talking about a song about pedophiles in a room full of fucking pedophiles. That's all Hollywood is.
Yeah. No, for
A
real,
bunch
dude.
of pedophiles. It's crazy.
I wouldn't even say pedophiles, but dude, they done some dark
Well,
shit.
yeah,
Like they
well,
do.
Well, I mean, look. I don't know. Let's ask Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even just say pedophiles, but like you got like those people. You got people committing crimes that are getting away with it, dude. Like some very powerful people doing some very bad shit that they getting away with just because they are powerful people. But like going back to the story about the whole correctional institution and everything. So man, I'm working. I was there probably about 8 months at that time, and it was right before I started the police academy. And so basically, I was working in the SHU, the special housing unit, and that's where they hold like murderers and the worst of the worst. And I gotten very comfortable with working with them because, like, man, I don't treat them people like some other COs treat them. Like, I've never treated them like that. I've always looked at them like people and not animals, even though some of them are. But you can't treat them like that because, like, that's their home now. Some people are just waiting to get brought to a different facility to be held there for life. And it's like, dude, these people just need somebody to listen to sometimes and somebody to talk to. So I got really, really comfortable with them. And one day,
Fix your mic, brother, so I can actually see.
yeah, my bad. It was just kind of hard to hear myself talking. So anyway, man, I'm working, and one day a guy brings me up. Well, he comes to the door and they have a little buzzer, and it buzzes the inside of the little. So I'm sitting in like basically a room like he's sitting in, but it's full of bulletproof glass and shatterproof glass and everything. So if they need to speak to you, they either have a mic inside of their cell or a mic by the door that you have to go open to give them stuff. They always on lockdown, but they get like a little bit of time out.
Right.
And basically,
This was like for like a more intense unit or something. Like
so I was telling them it's the SHU, it's the special housing unit.
Okay.
They call it the SHU, SHU. And it's where they hold all the murderers and shit. And so it's a really interesting place to work, man. Like, it's crazy because, like, when you're outside, like a normal civilian, you hear, oh, man, you work with murderers? Like, what the fuck? Like, you never know. But, like, when you're actually working there, it's just normal fucking people, dude. Now, I've seen some shit. I've seen somebody get shanked. I've seen somebody shit on a fucking wall and smear it and fucking start drawing in it. I've seen all kinds of shit, dude. Man, but I'm sorry to keep getting sidetracked, but I got so many stories from there. Man, they had one dude that we had on lockdown. Like, if you do some fucked up shit, you get on lockdown. And it's like basically fucking you're in a cell by yourself all day, all night. Like, no fucking outside communication.
Yeah, just like strictly in the box. Huh?
And, man, this dude decided he was going to start beating the fuck out of shit. So, I don't know where he got something, but he broke something off the fucking toilet and started beating the fuck out the glass or the door. All kinds of shit, and started covering the cameras with toilet paper and shit.
What?
And like, so when that happens, you got to go in there, like,
yeah,
and
to
I'm not
make
going
sure
in
they
there.
ain't trying to.
Make sure they're not trying to commit suicide. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, dude, at the end of the day, like, for some of these guys, I don't know. Just me, myself, I have horrible ADHD, if that's even a real thing.
No,
right?
yeah.
Whatever you call anxiety, whatever.
Yeah. So
Dude,
if you in a fucking 4x4
you put me in a
room,
fucking, I'm fucking going
you in the
crazy.
box, bro.
Yeah, those guys don't have their head on straight.
No, bro.
I mean,
They're
obviously not.
So anyway, this dude covers his fucking camera and shit, and so they have a little hatch to where, like, if this dude's like on lockdown or if he's like fucking violent,
Yeah, you can still see shit.
You can still open the hatch and give them their lunch and everything. And so
Tranquilizer dart.
yeah. So this dude's throwing a fit, kicking shit. And I called my sergeant. I'm like, hey, man, you want to have some fun? I said, what you got going on? Said, old boy in F3, cell 8, covered his camera. But before that, he was fucking hitting shit, breaking shit, all kinds of stuff. I don't know what he's got going on now because the camera's covered. Man, sergeant came down and like 2 other fucking deputies came down. And, man, I went in there by myself at first to try to see if I can, like, de-escalate the issue.
Sheesh.
And opened the door. And the dude was butt-ass naked.
See,
And
see, that's the kind of look. Hold on, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. See, I couldn't be a cop because I would. Hey, first thing, like I watched one episode, kind of same shit you're talking about. This chick, she goes up to the door and she's like, "Hey, I need you to quit covering the cameras and doing all this shit." And she opens the little door. Dude throws a thing of shit on her.
Wait.
Hey, I would have look straight up, unlock this. I'm tasing the fuck out of this dude.
So wait. So,
bruh.
see the dude's butt ass naked, And he fucking charged the door. I close it, and I'm like, I call my radio to the sergeant. I said, hey, y'all gonna come up here? We about to go down, and
Dude.
I believe it's we got code 23 or some shit, which means like hands on. So they come up, open the door again. Dude throws piss at my sergeant in a cup.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude throws piss at him.
I'd lose
I didn't get
I'd
hit
lose-
because I opened the door away from me.
I'd lose my shit.
So dude throws piss, it hits my sergeant. Sergeant loose, and this dude, my sergeant, was fucking wild, bro. This dude is so crazy. This dude don't give a shit. He'll do whatever and not give a fuck if you piss him off. But like, if you don't piss him off, dude's cool as fuck. Like, I'm talking about like inmate wise.
Right,
Dude's
right,
always cool
right.
to like civilians and
Oh,
shit. But
and
anyway,
make sure you don't piss on him either.
yeah, don't piss off. You fucking stupid. So, dude, I close the door when I see the dude get thrown fucking piss at. He's like, man, fuck this dude. Open the hatch. Open the hatch, and he opens his fucking pepper spray and jams the nozzle shut, or open, I should say. Jams it open, throws it in his fucking cell, and smokes his whole cell out with fucking pepper spray. And now the dude's butt ass naked. The dude's screaming, my fucking dick and asshole burns. Dude's crying. Dude's literally crying like a baby, bro. So we let him sit in there for a little bit. And man, we pull him out, we bring him to the shower, and the dude's like, I'm never doing that again. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I guess.
But so back to another incident, that whole reason why I started this story. Sitting in the they call it the pod, and I walk out, and dude hands me a note. Open the note, and it said, hey, I'm looking to get some legal mail from so-and-so. Can you go get it from him and bring it to me? Now, you got to have your head on whenever you work in here, because everything that they do, you got to triple check shit.
Yeah, there's a reason for everything. They're not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing shit for no
Now they
reason.
got me
Yeah,
some legal man.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Like he's talking to his attorney. Okay.
So if he's asking me to get legal mail, that means that he's asking me to do something sketchy. Even though I may
Right.
not know it, I may go meet with this person and grab this packet and think, oh, this is just mail that I'm going to bring
Yeah.
to this dude. But you don't do that. That's
Well,
illegal
that's
as
what I
fuck.
was about to say. Are they even allowed to?
No, you send everything through the jail, and the person that works in the HR department in the jail goes
Yeah, they got to
through
go
it.
through everything.
Now, any mail that's not legal mail, the jail opens it, looks at it, reads it, and tests it. And if it's good, you get it. Legal mail, they cannot open because it's legal.
Right.
So,
Oh, okay.
confidential.
Yeah.
So, he wanted me to get legal mail. And I'm like, well, why can't you just go through the jail for that? And he goes, well, I need this ASAP because this is my ticket out of here. And I'm like, okay. So I go back in and I call I guess you can call him he was my lieutenant at the time. And I called him down and he's like, okay, I'm gonna speak to the warden about this. So warden came down and talked to me, and he's like, okay, well, we're gonna get the DEA involved in it. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So the head of the DA came and wanted me to go meet with them. Went meet with them, and I don't know how much I should be saying. I hope I'm not getting myself in trouble when I talk about this.
Yeah, don't talk about nothing crazy.
Well, it's not nothing crazy. I'm just telling you like the cool shit that
yeah,
fucking.
no.
So,
I mean, I don't think you could get in trouble for. Don't say no names.
yeah, no, I ain't gonna say no names. But anyway, go meet with them. And basically he's like, hey, are you comfortable with like going to meet with this person, grabbing this legal mail and bringing it back to old boy? But first, after you get the mail, we're going to meet up in a disclosed location. You're going to hand it over to us, and then we'll do what we have to do with it, test it and everything.
Right.
And you can go bring them a fake copy of the legal mail. We'll copy it on regular paper. So what they do with the paper is they soak the paper in like synthetic marijuana or some shit like that, and they dry it out and all shit, and then they get the mail in, and then
what they do,
basically they'll cut it up real fine and then put it in a as fucked up as it is to say, a Bible paper because it burns.
And that's how they get.
And that's how they smoke.
That's crazy.
Wait up, so
Yeah.
they smoking synthetic marijuana?
Yeah, it's just the residue. It's
off
the
of
residue.
No, but
They
like
even
off
get
of
to as
regular
crazy.
paper.
Yeah,
They even
yeah.
get to as crazy as whenever the pest control people come spray.
No way.
They'll fucking take a
No.
paper towel, wipe up the fucking spray, let it dry in that paper towel, and smoke that shit.
Shut
That's
the fuck
wild.
up.
And then they get little radios like to listen to music, but it's not like anything you would think. It's like basically like fucking satellite radio shit.
Yeah.
Get that old
But
termite high, huh?
they'll fucking break that. They'll break that fucking radio and rewire it somehow to where like when you touch these two wires, it'll light the fucking paper. It's fucking crazy, dude. These people are if these people put the effort that they put into getting high in jail as to like what they did outside of jail, they would be fucking.
Well, you ever seen the guy on TikTok that does all the he been in prison for a while and he gets out and he's like still making meals. He's doing the
no,
cookbook.
I've never seen that guy.
He's like telling his wife like, "Hey, babe, you want?" She's like, "No."
Bro, these motherfuckers
creative.
Like he's
these
still
are
making
creative.
shit like that's his meals. Like you're not in jail no more.
Dude, these people, I forget what they call them. I really do. But basically what they'll do is they'll take like one of their commissary items and all put it together. And then like they make a big ass feast.
Yeah.
But they had one guy, I ain't gonna lie, they had one guy that actually was really creative and he took what was it? What's the
ramen noodles?
Yeah.
No. What's the fucking
Cheetos.
the powder drink that you pour in the fucking powder? You pour the powder in it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just regular
I couldn't
Kool-Aid
think of
though.
fucking
Yeah,
word. He took Kool-Aid and
Kool-Aid?
made.
You couldn't think of Kool-Aid?
I couldn't think of fucking Kool-Aid,
You too.
bro.
You on too many fucking hostile subs. Y'all got him on too many supplements.
Well, look, when you're drinking Silo 9 by Hostile, you don't need Kool-Aid,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
This shit's good. This is good.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but anyway, so this dude was taking Kool-Aid packets and putting a little bit of water in it and basically making like Jolly Ranchers and shit. Like, dude, fucking crazy.
Well,
Yeah, probably making wine. Would they make wine, the hooch out the toilet?
Yeah, they would do that.
How
They would
was
do that.
making a Jolly Rancher? He was
He
putting
was-
in ice. What?
Yeah, how was he heating that up to make
They
it?
got a microwave.
So-
They get
oh,
access
okay.
to a microwave.
So what did? Yeah, but he was making like a gel out of this shit.
So basically, if you put like this dude figured out like how much water to put to how much powder to put,
Shut the
and then
fuck
you
up.
Just
warm
to
it up.
make it
in the-
let it get tacky,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Just like a tacky.
And then you warm it up like fucking 9 times, but you gotta like come down to the science to warm it up and let it cool down to like a certain temperature. And now these guys don't have no fucking like thermometers or anything, so they don't know, but they going off of their eyes and shit
yeah.
and feel.
Did y'all see recently the deal that was in the news not that long ago? Like the inmates are getting creative. They had drones flying and dropping cell phones and marijuana across the into the yard.
Dude.
Like they had somebody flying drones with a package of shit.
Oh, that was the thing in North Louisiana you were telling me about?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about somebody was just like
No,
importing drugs from
no.
another state or something.
No,
Damn.
they were flying. Like, look, I
That's
mean,
crafty.
how stupid though? Because I mean, you're gonna hear the fucking little drone
Yeah.
flying over. They mean, yeah. Look, and then all of a sudden you
Nah,
see,
no.
They got some
No.
silent
We fly-
ones,
yeah,
bro.
whenever-
well.
Or
Care
you
package
fly
inbound.
enough,
you
you're
would think
not
about
gonna hear it.
Yeah, we fly. Whenever we
I mean,
fly,
yeah,
you don't
you
Yeah,
hear
it's
don't
like
really
Black
know,
Ops
but-
6 care package inbound.
Yeah, right? I mean, shit. You don't really hear our drones whenever
Well,
we're
Well, no,
flying.
look, it always surprised me. Like, look, even the inmates are evolving. Like, look, what they used to go back in the day, like, oh, get a birthday cake delivered with a fucking
Yeah,
knife in it.
birthday
cake. Yeah,
or
Dude, it
like in
amazes
the
me.
movies, like,
It
oh, hey,
amazes me.
can you bring this inmate this birthday cake? Like, fuck no, we're not giving you this
So
birthday cake.
So like, dude,
There's like a TV in it.
Dude,
TV.
I've watched this old man. I'm talking probably like 62 years old. Was in a biker club. Y'all probably know the biker club. We're not naming them. Real big biker club.
What, like from around here?
Yeah, all over, bro. All over.
Yeah, we know what
You
you're
talking about?
No, you
I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure I know which ones that we talking
Yeah,
about.
Angels.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't here trying to let one of them watch me and can fucking kill
Well,
me.
no, hey, look, we don't have no beef with y'all. You know what I mean? We don't have
Now,
no
I
beef.
watched this dude fucking come in. Dude's cool as fuck, bro. Me and him would look at motorcycles on the computer all fucking day long. Like, me and him bullshitting all the time. He had this little fucking probably like 30-year-old come in from like DUIs and shit. Had to make a fucking statement for himself. Dude calling everybody pussies, bitches, blah, blah, blah. This dude called this guy a bitch. Dude said, hey, man, don't call me that. Dude said, you got a problem with it, bitch? He said, I'm giving you one more chance, man. Do not call me that or some shit. He said, what you could do about it, old man? You ain't nothing but a bitch. Man, dude, that fucking old man got up, hit that dude with a 2-piece. And I'm serious, a fucking 2-piece.
Lights out.
So
Huh?
it was 82.
No, 62.
62.
At least like 62.
Oh my god, I was about to say.
Oh,
No. This dude still had a little life left in him. This dude was probably on like 20% battery, but bro, hit that motherfucker with a 2-piece, right, left. Out, man. Dude. And the dude looked at me and said, my job in that association was to, if anybody, we went to the bar, and if anybody had beef with our guys, I would be the one that would have to go deal with them.
That's wild.
And he didn't say what he did. He just said deal with them. But like, this dude had nothing to prove to nobody. He came in, minded his own business, accepted what he did. Never was a problem for anybody. But you call that dude a bitch, that's going to be an issue.
I mean, that's so wild, though. I bet you've seen so many crazy shit.
Dude,
But
fuck,
hey, let me
what?
ask you a question. Okay, so from now as the bodybuilding aspect and all that and whatnot, were you kind of the same? You always had, you kind of built a little bit back when you were a cop?
Oh, absolutely.
Listen,
Well, look,
I was a cop in like 2019.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, so
no.
it wasn't that long ago. So you were still,
no,
I mean.
wait, let me tell you
okay,
this. So
all right.
whenever me and Jacob haven't even met yet, this motherfucker comes in. I'm at Nichols. I'm probably like, I don't even know what I am. I'm just sitting in the back of the class. I'm waiting on the class to start. This motherfucker Jacob walks in the class, and we got like a it was an Indian history.
Yeah.
And it was like an Indian history professor, and he was talking like, "Oh, bro," like talking in his accent or whatever. And then Jacob sits down. I look at him like, damn. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know that big motherfucker. I seen him in the gym a couple times, like in the wellness center or whatever, wherever.
Wasn't I in the wrong class?
Yeah. Well, Jacob, like 2 minutes in the class, and Jacob's like, he raises his hand and he's like, "Hey, is this not what you like some English or something?" And then this motherfucker Jacob was like, "Yeah, I'm in the wrong class." And he just stands up and walks
Bro, if
out.
I go back now, I'd have just sat through the class and then asked Nick back in the day, like, "Hey man, was that class?" And he'd be like, "No."
You would have never even known because we couldn't even understand the dude talking and shit.
Yeah.
So
So
it's just
I
like-
pretty much embarrassed the fuck out of myself, and I was like, I'm not going back to
Nah,
college.
I
I mean,
No.
I'd hope you don't understand what
Yeah,
the
well-
press saying in English
Well,
class.
that's whenever you like basically quit after that, didn't you? Like,
No, I actually finished.
oh, you finished?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
why the fuck you told me that then? Why you just said I quit after that?
No, I was fucking with you.
Oh.
But no. I was so embarrassed after that shit, though. I was like, man, that was like my first day of school. Like,
Yeah,
I like walked into this class and like big ass class, and I'm like, hey, is this?
It's funny though because it's just like you can't miss you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Well, my
Everybody
question
looking
is
at
like,
it.
honestly, who's fucking with him? That was my whole point
Well,
about the
my
cop
thing
thing.
was,
Like,
is like-
who's going up to you and be like, yeah, fuck this cop? Like, no.
But that's what I'm saying though. He was big like that, and we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. It
this
just
is
draws attention to you.
Well, yeah,
how old
I
you are right
guess.
now?
I'm 25.
All right, yeah. So this was in about when I'm talking about was in 2017. About
Yeah.
2017.
So like, dude, I like embarrassed the shit out of myself like my first week of college, and I was like, damn, because like I'm not just a face that you'll remember. Well, I'm a face that you'll forget, but like I'm
No,
like
you're
a
making a
body that
impression.
you'll
Yeah,
forget.
yeah,
Like
No,
you
you'd be
walking
like,
around.
man, that dude was huge.
Man, you see this big motherfucker walking around campus?
Yeah.
Like you can't miss
Well, no,
it.
that's why he was kind of known as. I'm pretty sure like most of the people are like.
Did you
"Oh,
see
yeah,
the
you
big
know him?"
shoulders and arms walking around? Like,
And then I mean it's funny though too because what you work out at Lifted still, right?
Yeah. It's actually where your last podcast member was.
Brody. Shout out Brody.
Yeah.
man.
shout out, Brody.
He's still small though.
Well, no,
Hey,
dude.
we got to get.
Hey, I know. I want to get like an episode with like Brody on here, Jacob on here, probably like I don't know 2 more like influencers, like kind of like on the same caliber. And
Well, we got to get one more hostile guy.
Yeah.
And you got to get another. You got to get like dude Luke. That
that's
always,
what I want him to come on.
Yeah. So me and Nick Justice and. I'm
Oh,
gonna get
dude,
Nick out
hey,
here. Nick,
hey, that'd be
Nick,
it.
if you're listening to this, you coming out to LA, you can stay at my place, and it's
Well, look.
not the fancy LA. We the
Yeah.
cool
the,
ass
da-
LA.
the down
Yeah.
south
Yeah.
I don't even think nobody wants to be in the real LA anyway.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
you
I'm
ain't
just
lying.
being
It's
so
honest.
bad
Look,
right
dude,
now.
just being real. I really think that like
Yeah, it's almost bad as getting into like Thibodeau.
Well, look.
I'm just joking.
Oh shit.
Fuck, they protested just as much at Thibodeau right now.
With the circumcision shit on
Bro,
there.
did you
Yo,
see what I
oh my
fucking posted?
God.
Oh wait, that was you
That
that
was
posted.
me.
Oh, that was so wait, I didn't even realize that was you that posted that at first. So, dude, hey,
Bloodstained men.
look, the funniest
That's
thing.
the name of their
the funniest
fucking-
thing. Hey,
They
Oh,
all
they have a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
oh, is that, I didn't even know
I
that
didn't know
was.
they
I
had
didn't
a
even know that
name.
was the name.
Yeah.
I just
so-
thought I
Wow.
looked at it, I saw it looks right about the kind of guys that look like they'll be on their periods.
Yeah, men against circumcision.
Like God, what a 2025.
But why?
What a
why
time
are you,
to be alive.
Why are you against?
Just go get that shit reattached then if you
well,
miss it so bad.
Well, no.
Fuck.
But like,
I got called a
why are you?
non-foreskinner yesterday.
No, like I'm just like, why are you
Nice
against?
cock.
Oh yeah, so like you're against having a healthier penis or like and not
That's what I'm
bacteria
saying, like-
and other shit growing
What you
in that
want?
shit.
Like you too cheap to pay for fucking queso at the Mexican restaurant, so
Well, then it's just like
Big cheese.
My thing is, well, yeah. My,
Dude, what?
no, but my thing is like,
Smegma.
look, fuck, do you? No, do you? Like, why is it anybody else's problem? Like, who gives
what
a
I'm
shit?
saying, dude.
Like, don't worry about my cock. Worry
What
about yours.
one of the
like, you know
dudes
what I'm
is-
saying?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
straight
Don't
up.
get mad.
Like,
Don't get
it's
mad about
religious.
other people doing it to their fucking children. Go if you have a problem with it. Go talk to your parents because that was their decision when you were
Right,
fucking born.
Right, that's
Well,
my. That's
wait.
Yeah,
Let's
so
hear
I think-
Brad's take
I
on
think
it.
the whole thing was it is a religious thing, like Jewish people, they don't
Well,
circumcise.
they weren't wearing the fucking little hats on
Well,
their
no,
head.
they're
So.
not. But
yeah,
they
but
weren't
then
Jewish.
Nick brought up that it was just because it was like a consent thing.
Yeah. That's what
That's
they're
what
protesting.
Like, if it's a religious thing, then by all means, that's
you?
your decision.
But
I don't give a fuck.
listen, don't come knocking at my door preaching about cutting your cock off.
Look, let me just be
I
honest.
don't want to hear that either.
Let me just be
like,
honest.
Who gives a shit?
So,
Bitch still functioning, right? I got a kid.
Look, just out of context, this was a bunch of fucking hippie smoking, dreadlock. They had braids and shit. They had on Rasta cuff colors and shit. This is the type of guys that we're talking about that was like all protesting for this thing. So it's just like,
And look, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm all for the protest. Like, protest whatever you want. It's freedom of speech. But when you holding a sign up that says circumcision ruined the hand job, and my fucking kid,
that's what I was about to say.
Look,
kid.
look.
Are these?
So
are
that's
these
the
guys
crazy
like,
part. So
That's
wait,
what I was about to say.
That's what I'm saying. And my kid, obviously my kid's not old enough, but like,
Well, no, but I was
obviously
reading
they
the
have
com-
5-year-olds that's gonna ask their parents, "Mommy, what or
Why
Daddy,
do they
what's
have
a
blood
hand
on that?
job?"
Why do they have
Well,
blood?
no, did
Yeah.
y'all read some of the comments? The comments were like, hey, I had to call my sister or whatever to tell them, hey, if y'all gonna pass picking up the kids from school,
Don't
go a
pass
different way
anywhere.
because I'm
That's
not trying to
fucking
explain.
disgusting.
So-
I mean, that's kind of wild though. Like you
Yeah.
said though, why should you have to explain to your 10-year-old, 9-year-old, or however old your kid is about these assholes in the street with painted shit all over them? And,
I
mean,
straight
what?
up look.
That's what I'm saying,
I think
dude.
there should be. I think there should have some type of like
Repercussions.
repercussions for sure. So if you going out there and you protesting something that's obviously just fucking ridiculous, like circumcision. Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, there's a reason the doctors do it. Even though if they might have some type of negative impact on people, what losing feeling, or I don't even hear that. Look, it don't even fucking matter.
Shit
Look,
feels
normal.
like good as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It feels good for me, but I don't know if I was just saying hypothetical. If I was a girl and a dude fucking came to fuck me and he pulled out a fucking stinky ass dick, that like, and I'm like,
Hold up, baby. Let me clean this skin real quick.
like what? Like I don't know. I don't want to fuck with that.
Oh wait, is somebody
I
at
mean,
the
we're-
door? Is that the Domino's guy? You can get up and leave.
Yeah, no.
Were
like-
these guys? They were like a group before yesterday or the day before, whatever day they were protesting. Were they like a thing?
Well, that was my
seen, like,
okay.
I
This
had
was people. So you familiar with Thibodeau area?
a little. I'm
So
not.
that
from-
is my
I'm not
question.
Are they
around
from
here.
Thibodeau?
That is
Don't tell
my
me they're from
question.
Thibodeau.
So
No,
is
the
this an
people,
actual
they
known
actually
group or they
came
just
down
spur
here.
the moment
That's what I'm-
thing?
Because I've seen some
so
people
this
do
is
like
an actual
prank.
group. They actually travel to U.S. to where they have
Really?
big. So being at the Super Bowls in New Orleans,
That's why they came here.
They did.
Oh, so
Kenner.
they were jumping around the cities.
So they did all the big major cities.
I don't
Like, so
think
they
they
did.
came. Well, damn, they think Thibodeau's bigger than Homa.
It is.
It is. Well,
Is it?
Thibodeau's
Thibodeau's bigger than
So,
Homa?
so
They
look, this is what it is. Homa is
Excuse me.
Homa's falling down as
Oh,
far
here
as
we
like
go.
just because of
Thibodeau's on the uprise. Of
Thibodeau's
shit.
on the
Says
uprise.
Nick when he's like, man, I really need to sell my house now. I'm trying to get out this fucked up
look,
town.
I
But
want to stay in Thibodeau.
no, hey, bro,
No,
look,
but
do
no,
you?
seriously. So they did Kenner, Thibodeau, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, Hammond, and then Metairie. They're gonna do Metairie right. Probably today they're doing Metairie.
That is so
But
wild.
like these motherfuckers out here, like, look, if you want to protest about circumcision, like, I'm not against it. Like, I don't give a fuck what other people do, as long as you're not affecting my life. But
Right.
when you holding a sign up that says
yeah,
circumcision
right.
ruined the hand job, that's. I mean, if no kids were fucking a thing in this world and we were all mature adults, like, by all means, hold a sign up. But like, that's not the right way to go about a protest, man.
No.
Don't hold no fucking shit
even-
up that can be vulgar to children.
Even that, and then also anything that affects other people's lives. So if you're gonna go out and protest, and if you're gonna go out and sit in the middle of the road, I'm telling you right now, if you come across Nick Sanchez and Nick Sanchez
Dirty
is number
Sanchez.
one, look, if you come around,
God.
if you literally come on
They
the
don't
road,
know.
and I'm the number one guy that's in line to cross paths with you right there, and you're protesting in the middle of the road, and I'm on my way somewhere, I will run you the fuck over. I'm telling you right now, I will run you the fuck over. Don't protest in my fucking
Well,
streets.
look, you see that they got the people get out, they dragging them out the street.
Dude,
Or
straight
some
up.
of them just like
Oh,
straight
and
up
Nick's
I mean,
filming it in the back
I've
with his
seen-
fucking
Yeah,
camera.
but wait,
I'm not even gonna waste time.
Yeah, but some of them get run over. Look, they're like straight shock.
I'm not even wasting time.
like,
on my day.
going
I'm
back to the
I
thing-
am
Oh my
not
God,
even
like,
wasting
he hit
time.
me.
Going back to the
Not
thing
wasting
is,
time or energy. Just straight up, you gonna protest right down the street? Bet you can get your ass hit.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, going back to the main issue with the whole children, like, they're trying to protect children, but at the same time, you're talking about hand jobs in the same protest with children. That, like, you're trying to protect the children, but you're talking about hand jobs ruin circumcision ruin a hand job, but you're trying to protest to protect the children's rights. That's pedophile right there. That's
Right.
fucking
Well,
some
yeah,
fucked
I
up
mean,
shit.
look,
I think a lot of this shit, honestly, and like it's just becoming more and more apparent. Like look at like just think about it. You talking about right now. I think it's just becoming more visible now in our country now that we actually point shit out.
Absolutely.
I think it's also like social media
Let Tommy say something.
sexualizes a lot of things. So like a lot of the time we're on our phones all day, and
Dude,
a lot
social
of
media is huge.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last podcast with Brody about how like social media pushes that type of stuff. And
Dude,
like, it just kinda,
absolutely.
it
Well,
just
because
kinda
it
is
gets
part of our
views. It
brain.
gets views.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like,
Well, look, I had to
it
have
don't
the
matter if-
conversation. Well-
that's what I'm saying. Like, look, a post might get 200 likes. Like, I got 10,100 followers on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, Jacob _Robichaux 15.
Hey, wait, we was gonna give you time at the end of the episode, bro. We was gonna give you time. Come on,
Like,
man.
he's been one of those guys. You gonna say it a few more times before.
Jacob Robichaux, y'all make
But
sure.
anyway, like, look, dude, I got like 10,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, it's just
Yeah,
not
Look,
Make-
matter of
make
fact,
sure
we
we
need to get
double it.
Rory. Shout out Rory again, but look, we gonna get Rory to fucking just have it like scroll across the screen.
Right there,
Like,
right there.
hey, maybe a drone just flying it across the screen.
But so I get an average of like between 300 and 400 likes a video or a post. Sometimes like the one I posted with Samson at the Arnold last year got like fucking 4,000, and then the one with Lee Priest got like 8,000 or whatever. But anyway, that's like the two most big posts. But on an average post, like 300, 400 likes. But like the views are different. Like I'll get like 20,000 views
People
a video.
viewing, yeah, people are viewing.
That's what I'm saying. So they might not like it, but they viewing it. So if you post something on social media and somebody views it but doesn't like it, you're still impacting society
You're
somehow.
and you're impacting, especially if they're watching the video fully through, which people don't even realize that. So like I'm gonna tell you from our own haters. Like I know of people that like kind of like hate on some of our shit.
It don't matter. They watching.
They watching it.
They watching it.
And
They
then
don't realize they click that fucking video and they watch it. And not like that. You're still making money.
Well, that's what I said. So they had somebody comment on it or whatever, and like we posted a shirt the other day. And they
Oh, yeah,
commented
that's
on-
what they commented on your shit, talk about a shitty video?
Yeah, well, no. It was on a TikTok and it was on the Wolf Day. And I'll just be honest, I deleted the comment because we don't like negativity
Absolutely, dude.
associated
We don't
with
have time
our
for
stuff,
that shit.
right? Well, I just posted back and I was just like, she was like, I think it was some girl and she was like, she said, something about nobody cares about whatever y'all gotta say about something or asking something about something to pertain with Brody's thing, and then I was just like, all I put underneath it was, well, watch the podcast to find out, and then she put back, nobody wants to watch a shitty podcast, and then I went.
Oh,
and
just wait till they see
well,
this one.
And then that's what. I was
All
just
right,
like,
yeah, shout out. I wish we could shout out our tag. That would be
I know. I
That'd
was
be
like,
great.
well, I was just like, well, you're kind of like boosting me up by commenting on this post right
Absolutely.
now.
You interacting
Well,
with
look,
me.
you know what's funny?
Negative or positive, you're impacting me in a
You know what's
positive
funny?
way.
That's what I'm
This is
saying.
what I think's funny. They had another comment I was scrolling through, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it looks like y'all just making some shitty videos, blah blah blah, or whatever." You know,
Wait, somebody said that about this?
I don't know. It was like he was like talking. I don't know if he was joking, but talking shit like in the same.
Yeah, but about what company?
I don't know. No, it was on one of our podcast thing.
Oh, it's on one of our shows.
Well, yeah, it was saying something like just making a video, like kind of to the same aspect,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
don't want to watch, don't care what we
Well,
think.
like, dude.
But like that's not why we're doing it. It doesn't even matter. But look,
That's what I'm saying.
The crazy part is, I went and looked dude up. Dude's got like
Oh, I know exactly what dude you're
Wait.
talking about. I
So
know
dude's
exactly
got
what
like
you're
10
talking about.
views. I think his highest video's got like 200, 300 views. I'm
Oh,
like,
dude, this
who
video
the fuck-
got viral.
I'm like, who the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like making videos out of his basement. We're in an actual studio that we built.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
fuck
look at this
off my
fucking shit.
podcast.
Like, dude, it don't. This ain't this. You can
Like-
you can host a fucking cat turd as your fucking guest, and this shit's still gonna be badass just because of the studio
Well,
you're
that's.
in.
I mean, look, we not.
Dude,
even
this shit's badass. I just wanted to give you a
appreciate
shout
it.
out, Nick. Dude, this
Appreciate-
shit's
and
fucking
look,
sick.
We couldn't have made it happen without Austin. Just being honest.
Look, hey,
So,
we
but-
having a blast doing it. I mean, look, it's.
Dude, look at this. Like, if this is the last time you have me on here, I'm gonna be very offended.
Oh,
Nick.
no,
No,
it
no,
won't be
no,
the
no,
I wanna
no.
come back
yeah,
weekly.
No,
Oh, no, yeah,
no, we'll definitely have you.
fucking with you.
We'll definitely have you on more. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, it's just like we wanted to bring a professional aspect because I'll just be honest with you. I'm gonna straight up call them out. They got people around here that's doing things like as in selling marketing, like marketing shows or whatever, however they charging like hundreds of dollars a ticket or whatever. And I'm like, what are you teaching these people? And are they getting anything out of this? Or like they just got people doing things like that, and they have people that's trying to make podcasts and that's trying to do things. What I try to explain to these people is, look, you can try to. You might get big your own way.
Yeah.
You might get lucky. You might be like the Cajun Ninja who started off first. You know?
I just want to give you a shout out too, dude. You built your company from the fucking ground up,
look,
dude.
I appreciate it. I hate getting credit.
I know. I don't like getting credit either, dude. It feels wild, but I mean, dude, you gotta understand deep down inside, like you did what you have now. On like, I don't want to say on your own because obviously you had help a little bit along the way, meeting right connections and shit. But this idea that you had when you explained it to me about, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't know if you're comfortable talking about it, but
just kind of like my vision and shit. And
yeah. But like what we talked about in like before New York and everything, whenever we were like really in deep connections and shit, dude, you did a lot of brainstorming and having all of these ideas, and I would have never, dude. Like, and I don't want to say I'm a very
closed-minded, I guess.
Yeah. I'm very open-minded, but at the same time, like,
you just got like Nick's bullshit.
Your creations.
You're like Nick's bullshit.
Yeah.
So like
we talked about that exact thing. We were talking, and I don't remember who was we were talking about. I think it was Brody. We were talking about whenever he came in, he kind of said the same thing about the podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, I was really surprised by it."
Well, I was not even. I was talking about more about the factor on like. Brad, you brought this up to me before about me saying just these.
That's what I'm about to say. Like Brody came in here, he was like, yeah, I thought that y'all were kind of bullshitting. Like, I mean, I figured it would be a good setup, but this is like super good. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
Better.
This
Blows
dude
it out
is
the water.
not.
Oh no,
this dude's either 0 or 100.
Yeah. Oh, hey, 100%.
Like, dude, I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, like my company, like, dude, whenever we first met, my wife had posted like I need somebody to film content for my husband."
I jumped on that shit like right on right.
Dude, that dude said what? And the dude said, "Let's meet up and go fish." Blah 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 blah. Dude paid for our fucking sushi and shit. I'm pretty sure you paid for it, but anyway, I don't fucking matter. But dude, we fucking eating, and this dude's like, "Yeah, man, like, look, I'll bring some cameras. We'll go film." Blah 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 blah. Like a week later, I'm like, "Hey man, you want to shoot or he texts me, "Hey man, you want to shoot a video?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man, I'm training today. Let's hit it up." I'm waiting at the gym. This dude walks in with like this dude walks in, looks like he's about to fucking set up for like a fucking Super Bowl show. Dude got fucking all kinds of shit, and I'm like, man, like, God, what is this dude doing? Makes the video, and I'm like, okay, this dude went all the fuck out, and they had it done in like fucking one day. And I'm like, dude, this dude don't fuck around. And that's why I always said, like, hey, look, now that we're with Hostile and everything, like, if we need something filmed, he's the dude.
Dude, it's so funny because, like, y'all mentioned these different things. And look, I remember my first interaction with him. It was kind of funny because I'm like, man, this dude's good at what he's doing. But I'm like, you know, I was like, fuck yeah, put that energy into my shit. I want my shit to take off. But look, somebody came up to me and like, hey, man, that guy that does y'all media, man, he's like very excited about all that shit. He's like all over the place. I'm like,
ADHD.
I'm like, dude, look, hey, dude's passionate about the video.
Dude,
content.
what? Like
I'm like, look, hey, he's all over the place, but hey, dude's got his shit going. Like, hey,
his
look.
passion for this shit is like my passion for bodybuilding, dude. Like, when I tell you, I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, what can I do to make myself better in the fitness industry or bodybuilding industry? And basically, that's probably what you wake up and think. What can I do today to better myself than I did yesterday?
I mean, I would be honest with you. What I wake up and say is, who the fuck got my money in their pockets today?
Yeah.
I'm get it.
Yeah.
Well, look, hey, the funny part is when we talked about this all started out as like, I think you hit me up or something. You were like, or he texted me. He was like, hey, you know anybody that's renting office space?
No, I called.
You called him. You said, anybody know? And I was like, dude, listen. I got this big empty room doing nothing. I was like, let's put our brains together and like we can come up with something. I mean, we can maybe, you know, like I didn't have this complete vision at first, but then me and him were brainstorming. And look, he's got good creative mind as far as putting things together.
The creativity this dude got is fucking wild,
it's crazy because I don't even find a together
in like what 2 months. We put this.
I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. This dude never filmed the fucking fitness shoot in his life. Dude showed up once and was like, okay, yep, I got it. And I'm like, what you gonna do? He said, just trust me. Just trust me.
Actually, I do remember that. I did say that, and I was like, we can make it happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving him ideas and shit, and he's like, no, I got it. Just trust me.
Well, look,
and I'm like, okay.
we kept evolving this thing. It was like, look, let's put him. We're gonna put the office. Then I was like, look, we can make 2 other rooms, and like we didn't brainstorm. Was like, he mentioned something about podcasts, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna do a podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you really want to do one? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why not?
So I'm like, not to like bring us back or nothing, but so like I want Brand to come back because Brand, like, and I'm not even trying to put my own head up or anything else either, but Brand, he actually told me before, like while we had like a just one-on-one talk between, he was like, yeah, Nick, he was like, some of the things you say sometimes are like a little crazy, like
out of pocket,
out
but
of
you know
pocket.
what? It makes sense.
No, yeah, well, no, he's just like, it's out of pocket. Like, we thinking like we like have like our reservations about like, will that really happen? Like, are you really gonna do that? And then I'm just like, all right, so what have I said that I told y'all didn't happen yet?
Yeah. I don't say
think-
shit that's not true,
I
basically.
think I've worked for Nick probably about. By the way, I work for Nick. I didn't introduce myself.
Yeah,
but
yeah, this is
other than
Brad,
my
by the
name-
way. Yeah.
other than my name, I worked for Nick for about eight months now. I think everything he said that I kind of like, stepped back and I was like, I don't know about that. It's always happened. And I do think that like a lot of it has to do with like he's got the thought behind it, and a lot of it has to do with something that other people have struggled with is like letting other people take control.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
a big thing that's happening
yeah, it
right
was.
now with the company.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. So look,
You so used to doing your own thing
Yeah.
and getting it done your way, and
Yeah.
you're doing it that you're having trouble actually trusting your employees. Not trusting your employees, but letting somebody else take control of
take
it.
the reins around
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
And so
I don't blame you. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that's the same thing with me with coaching. Like,
so like at the end of the day, it's your product, right? It's your
absolutely,
baby. It's your baby.
Like, I'm trusting this guy as a bodybuilder.
Well, you're building your own brand. So
Well,
what better way to get it
That's
out?
what
I mean,
I'm saying.
yeah.
But like as a bodybuilder, I have a coach. This coach tells me how much cardio to do, how to train, and what to eat. Now, at the end of the day, I'm the person that has the look. So basically, this guy I'm putting my trust into this guy telling me to basically build my brand and go showboat it on a stage. And if I look like shit, everybody's gonna be like, man, Jacob looks like shit. Not, oh,
Yeah, they're not fucking with the other guy.
Yeah,
Right.
oh,
It's because-
so-and-so
yeah.
didn't coach this guy right. It's that guy looked like shit. So it's the same thing.
Right, and I can tell you too, it's also adding the right people. So like I'll tell you now, Brad is actually fire editor now. Brad started off, he couldn't really edit that much. I mean, you knew the
That was,
basics,
like,
right?
The first video
Yeah.
I edited was that what was it, Shooting Grounds?
Yeah,
That
the
was-
high
yeah.
point shooting ground. So
Yeah.
he was fresh into it and shit. I'll tell you now, Brand can't edit faster than me, right? But Brand can edit better than me. I'll tell you. I'll say that. all
Quality
day.
over quantity.
Oh yeah.
Every
Look,
time.
So Brand, straight up, there's things that he knows between masking and clipping and just keyframing and just all the details. I can't do some of the things that he does now that he's learned. So it's just like putting the right people in the team and also motivating them to do things. Like I told these guys, I was like, Brand's one of them. I was like, hey, watch YouTube videos on your own time whenever you get off of work, instead of watching a fucking video that's not gonna give you no.
And my biggest thing
no-
is too, if you're a boss or like a business owner, as an employee to somebody who is always have been under the supervision of somebody higher than them, like even in the plants where I work, dude. If you want that person to succeed, compliment them when they do the good shit.
Oh,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
And don't discipline them when they do the wrong shit, but educate them
Correct.
when they do the wrong
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Don't, oh, you fucking piece of shit, you fucked up, blah 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 blah.
yeah.
No.
Well, that's why we had to get. We just.
Oh, man.
we literally
Yeah,
don't.
not
we
to
talk-
rehash.
we-
Look,
not to rehash and talk about
go
it.
watch the second podcast. You can figure out
Hey,
what the
let's
story
see.
is. But
Well, no, nobody knows this because we didn't talk about it on the podcast. But
What?
I walked in. Well, it was y'all. It was you and Brad.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all two was there.
I
and then
remember.
there was the
Don't
other guy.
name drop.
I'm not gonna name drop today. I'm gonna make sure I don't name drop. But
He says
the
that
guy,
now.
yeah, the guy was fucking.
you're ready to
scream-
edit it out, Rory.
Yeah, right. So
Rory
I'm-
bought me a Lamborghini once.
right. Rory saved my life. But I was in the other room and all I hear was no, fuck that, fuck blah blah blah. I'm just hearing cursing left and right, and I'm hearing screaming, and then I walk in and I look at Austin, and Austin's looking at me with those eyes, and he's like,
I'm like, look. You know, it's in my eyes. I'm like, listen, I'm not telling you how
If
you
you
run your
don't, I'm
business,
about to
but
say, if you don't
but
tell this dude to get the fuck,
I'm gonna
we about
choke
to
this
have-
little motherfucker if you don't handle the
well,
situation.
so I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I look at him and I say, what the fuck is going on? And basically Austin said, either the
Name
guys,
drop.
Brad, no, I didn't do it. Brad and the other guy, they didn't say nothing or whatever. The other guy just kind of like put his head down, and Brad was trying to explain, and it also was like the same shit that it was arguing about earlier. And I said, nah, fuck that. I said, dude, go to the other fucking room. I'm gonna come talk to you in a second. I looked at Brad and I was like, Brad, you're doing good. This is what it is. I was like, I don't give a fuck or whatever. What about it? Well, I went and talked to that dude. I was like, dude, you are over this dude right now. You can't be fucking screaming. I was like, I have never walked into this office and looked at them and was like, hey, fuck. I never cursed at it. I don't
yeah.
Yeah, I cursed, right? And I'll say things in here.
Yeah.
And look, I'll get
bullshit and cursing. Not to downgrade somebody.
Right. And then I'll get aggravated, and they can tell my tone when I'm aggravated about something that I'm doing, and it's over dumb shit that I shouldn't even be getting aggravated about, right? Like on the computer.
Yeah, we tell people when they come in here all the time, we're like, if Nick ever seems like a dickhead to you, he doesn't mean it.
Right.
He's got a lot on his head.
Well, trust me. I will. We're gonna leave that out of this. We're gonna leave that.
No, bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. I don't give a fuck.
Man, when you're going back to New York, going back to New York. Look, we're gonna squash whatever the fuck we had between us. Whatever everybody knows, I want to squash it. So anyway, brought Nick to New York and offered to pay for everything for him, as far as just in return him filming for me. We agreed. Man. The whole trip went to fucking shit, bro.
From the fucking
I was
jump.
understanding this dude was leaving. His flight was gonna be 5 minutes earlier than ours, but he had one stop in Florida and then to New York. And we agreed that, like, hey, that's cool. Like, it wasn't optimal. It wasn't very great. Blah blah blah.
But it was what it was.
Yeah, it was what it was. It was what we had to do. If I would have been a better planner, I would have planned it better and coordinated it and booked your flights with ours at the same time. But at that time, I didn't know for sure if you were going to be able to come or not.
Right.
So basically, get to the fucking airport, and we're on time for our flight. Apparently, his flight got pushed up like 30 minutes.
And I run to this bitch. I'm taking off my shoes. I'm fucking running to the thing.
People in fucking line to get through fucking.
Not caring about nothing. Like, cut through TSA. I was like, fuck that, I don't care. I was like, I was just like, I got a flight that's about to take off.
Yeah.
We just realized we got to the thing. I was like, I don't care. Like, I was just cut. I was just like, fuck it. Like,
yeah, fuck it. So we board our flight, and I'm sitting down, and fucking flight attendant walks up. Hey, there's somebody outside asking for you. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, oh, let me go check it out. So I get up, and it's him. And he's like, hey, I just talked to this person. Says I missed my flight. They can let you on board with us, but you have to buy the plane ticket. And I'm like, well, fuck it. Okay. So this is the second plane ticket I bought. Gets on board with us. We fly out there, and we get a rental car and everything. And the rental car is registered under my fucking parents' name. Nobody else can drive it but the people with the insurance card under their thing. So he's looking to go buy some groceries and shit.
So now y'all got a car that y'all can't even use.
Yeah, so we got a car that we can't even use. And meanwhile, I didn't know this until you needed to use the vehicle. So we get out there, and Nick's like, hey, I need to take the vehicle. I need to go buy some groceries and shit, some food for me. And I'm like, all right. So I go ask my mom. I said, hey, because my parents always come out, and they paid for the fucking shit and everything, but said, hey, Nick needs to use the car. And she was like, well, somebody's got to drive him because it's only insured under us. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, even if I need to use it, I can't. She goes, no, only we can drive it. And I'm like, oh, great. So basically, long story short, the whole trip was fucked. And then I'm fucking pissed off. And he's pissed off.
I'm pissed off. He's pissed off. He's fucking in the middle of a cut.
That's what I'm saying. I'm fucking one day out from a show.
He
one day out.
You were struggling.
Dude, yeah, he was struggling. Then we got, I mean, I'm not trying to throw nobody on their bus.
No, you good.
Then we got fucking his wife and his kid also. Then we were also, he had his other buddy come out, Jake. Shout out Jake. Jake is actually really cool. Met Jake.
Yeah, that dude's a fucking, I love Jake, bro.
Yeah, that's still your boy, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so Jake came out or whatever. So we were just all crammed into like
this little bitty ass room. Dude, we got me, my son, my wife, Jake, and him in a room with 2 king-size beds.
And me and Jake are sleeping in one bed.
And I'm not a fucking small motherfucker. So,
Yo,
we go. We
shit.
stayed in Longview the first 3 days, which was a shitty fucking hotel, bro. This thing was fucked up and run down. So we get to the second hotel.
The second one was nice.
Second one was nice. So we do the show and everything, and nothing goes right. The media people don't let him film in there.
Yeah, that was actually fucked. That was stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
Let me tell them.
Oh, they were like, oh, it's only our media crew. Yeah, they tried to put that bullshit.
I paid for this dude.
So I'm just like, I'm like, what? I just tell them too, and I'm telling them like, at the end of the day, I was like, what are y'all scared of? Y'all scared that I'm a fucking pose
Take
this?
y'all business?
Take y'all business or something? Right. I was just like, dude, I was like, I'm coming here. I want to just get him. We're making content for him.
Yeah,
and
we work for him directly right now.
Yeah.
But like they just were not.
And I couldn't even
That's just
buy
the
like a
industry,
media
though.
pass for him.
So wait, let me ask you this: were they even getting content of you?
Yeah.
I would have had to pay somebody else to get content of
Tell
me.
me that ain't
And it
fucking
wasn't
stupid.
even like good
So hold
content. It was
up,
pretty much.
Oh my
No,
god!
it was straight.
Bro.
It was straight on shots. And look,
Because you know what that is? It's who's benefiting who's pocket.
Look, so just wait. This isn't Jacob talking. This is Nick Sanchez talking. The bodybuilding industry and what was the show that was?
New York.
The New York Pro. Whoever facilitates that and all, y'all need to get y'all shit together and y'all need to figure y'all shit out because some of the rules and shit y'all had, like with the media pass things, that's absolutely ridiculous. Those people that y'all hired weren't even good enough to be exclusive to have media rights anyway. They posted fucking generic ass pictures. I could have got that with a fucking camera iPhone. Just being honest. So y'all need to fucking tighten y'all shit up and y'all need to fucking get right.
I look at it like this too. Like, look, I'm not trying to like bash anybody, but like the IFBB is all about money, okay? Like they always looking ways to improve everything and do better, like treat the fucking athletes better and shit to make more money, or like introduce new divisions and everything to make more money. Well, if you want to make more money,
you're not letting that. That's not giving you an opportunity to make more money.
If I want to have him backstage, tell me, hey, I got to pay a $250 media pass for him to have a pass that says he's media to come backstage and film me. You're making all kinds of fucking money because now
you got somebody else exposing your brand and your show.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're not thinking like that. That's
so
what I
basically,
understand.
For the whole rean I had him out there for,
I couldn't even use it.
So after the show, and I didn't even place where I wanted it to show because my coach, ex-coach, I didn't even go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's not even go down that rabbit hole.
But I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole with me and you.
Yeah, because I want to know about that actually. Because
I'm confused how this goes to y'all two having beef. Y'all just seem like y'all had a bad trip.
No. So it was a bad trip, and so
we ain't never had no beef. No beef.
It wasn't no real beef. So,
That's
but anyway,
he was aggravated with me, and I was aggravated with him.
I got.
He was aggravated with me because I was aggravated with him because the whole reason I brought him out here wasn't used. And he was aggravated with me because
you almost felt like you were wasting your money.
Yeah, exactly.
And time.
And time.
It was honestly a collaboration of.
But yeah, you're out there giving your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money.
For y'all making money.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Correct.
He could have been making big money doing something else instead of being out there wasting his time with me. And so,
and now basically you just paid for a buddy to come on.
No, literally. So that's why I was mad.
I mean, did I get any content?
So
we got we got a little bit. We still do have the content that we got, but it's nothing crazy. It's not nothing.
Yeah, there ain't nothing to promote really.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, so long story short. We go to dinner, and I'm pissed off where I placed in the show. I'm pissed off about the whole situation and everything, and just they didn't let him film. I was more pissed off they didn't let him film, and that I just pretty much paid for another buddy to come out here. And I was like, well, fuck me. And I had another guy out there that was friends with my coach. That's a big Rick, the guy you met with Cash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the business guy.
Yeah.
So he was actually out there doing some work on Wall Street. Is that Wall Street? Yeah, Wall Street. And ended up making a connection with Nick. And long story short, I sat down and I guess I figured out. He told me what you had told him.
Oh yeah, I was out of
pocket for this. I apologized to him already.
I'm not even mad at you about it. And I was never mad. It was what it is. But I told this guy Rick, he was supposed to be like some type of. And from what I was talking with him, he was smart. I got you too. We're gonna do it in a second, but. I was telling him like basically like my financial situation and how I want to like grow and do my stuff or whatever. So like I end up giving this dude some real numbers or whatever. Well,
yeah, and also and sorry to cut you off, but Rick's a really, really good friend of mine, and he relayed that information back to me, and I was like, damn. I was like, I'm out here struggling to pay for Nick's shit, and I fucked him over on a flight, and he's mad at me. I was like, that dude got no reason to be mad at me because I paid for everything, blah, blah, blah. And now, granted, there was some shit you had to pay for.
Yeah, I came out like $800 out of pocket, which I'm not even mad about or any type of way.
But so basically, I was so mad more of not at Nick, but at the like you said, you wasn't able to film
the situation
and the way I placed at the show and some shit that went down with my coach. I was so furious and I was so hungry and hangry that I didn't give a fuck what anybody else gave a fuck about. If I had something on my mind, it was fucking getting spoke out. So I sat down and
hold on, bodybuilders get mad? I'm just joking.
Yeah. Dude, it's the creatine rage. Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I might be getting that soon.
Yeah. Don't double scoop it.
Don't buy your creatine from Jacob either.
No. So anyway, I sit down and I look at Nick and I'm like, man, must be nice making X amount of money a month. Huh?
Jeez.
Straight the fuck up. Nick looked at me and said, it sure fucking is. And I said, oh, fucking bet. And that dude didn't say a fucking word. I didn't say a fucking word. He got up. Man, I went back into the hotel room after dinner. That dude was gone.
You went back to the same hotel room?
No,
he was gone when I got back.
What y'all staying in the same?
He was gone when I got back. And man, about 2 months later, I texted him a long fucking paragraph after getting back in my headspace and getting back right. I texted him. I said, man.
And now look, just to be honest, I told
one corner of the room.
Look,
you know the hotel must have thought that y'all were like some angry gay couple.
But no, look, and I even
Like, look at these two homos arguing.
well, no, so like I even
Some type of
texted.
muscle worship shit.
Yeah, it must be their religion.
Well, look, I texted Jacob back and I was like, look, dude, and like he took the criticism well. I was like, look, this is what's happening. This is what happened. This is why I was fucking mad. This is why I was pissed off. And like he
I understood it, dude. Like I said, dude, look, you have a business and you got a job that you have to do. I got a job that I got to do. And sometimes shit just don't happen. And if you're mature enough to own up to your responsibilities and your mistakes, man,
you can only move forward from that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I hold nothing against you because you were just doing what I asked of you.
Absolutely.
And you did nothing, and I completely lost my shit. And that's what I said.
At the end of the day, I'm not mad at you because at the end of the day, look, Jacob, you're like 23.
Yeah, 25.
25
25 now.
What you were 24.
23 at the time. I was 24 at the time. Yeah.
24 at the time. You're still young. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of young guys. Me
bad.
too. Actually, let's pause it right here and let's piss.
A few moments later.
We don't have too much time on this show to Jacob got to be somewhere tonight.
Unfortunately, fortunately, my wife won tickets to the Post Malone concert tonight, and it's invite only.
I thought it was a scam.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Look, going back to that real quick.
It still might be a scam, but we'll find out.
Hey, hopefully, yeah. Look, for real. He was like, "Oh yeah, the Post Malone," and somebody in the office was like, "Oh, I won tickets too." And then somebody else was like, "Oh, I won tickets." I'm like, "Hold the fuck up! Ain't that many motherfuckers we know won tickets?"
Showing up. I don't know. People didn't like his last album. Maybe people
watch they get there some crackhead like a spoof of Post Malone, like a one post.
Present Malone.
Past Malone.
Past Malone, yeah. Present Malone.
But no, so,
dude's like a methed out version.
Yeah.
But going back to your bodybuilding stuff. So what are we gonna do? I say we. What are you gonna do?
Well, shit, it might be we. They might even fucking say, "Hey, we need you to film for us." But no, so right now, man, just kind of doing another 4 weeks into this off season, trying to grow as much as I can. I'm a little fat right now. I mean, to the average person, I'm
Shut
like
the
fucking
fuck up.
fat.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
the fuck up. This motherfucker looks in the mirror, and dude, I'm telling you, dude. And whenever he was on this show. I know this about bodybuilders already. I can only
body dysmorphia.
Yeah, body. That's what I was about to say,
Bitch.
dude.
Yeah,
I was about to
y'all
say, and I'm like
wild.
looking at Jacob, and I'm like, dude, you look like fucking Angelo done sculpted you out like a mother, and you like saying, "Oh, are you sure that my fucking obliques look right here?" I'm like, dude, fuck you, dude. Shut the fuck
Sure,
up.
my serratus looks.
Yeah.
So but basically, we're gonna do another 4 weeks to this push. I'm sitting at 275 pounds right now, and
What you trying to get to?
man, dude, if I get to 280, just to say I'm 280 pounds, would be fucking nuts. But
200 pounds of that is solid fucking muscle. Like, what the fuck?
More than 200.
Nah, yeah, right.
So basically, we do another 4 weeks into this off season where we're gonna push the supplements and food and hard, and then back off for 8 more weeks and do like a health phase. Make sure all my blood panels and everything are good. Make sure all my blood work and like cholesterol.
Are you talking about? Is that your new coach running all this?
Yeah.
And your
So I actually have him as my new coach, which is Ben Chow. Shout out to him. His Instagram.
I don't know who you are yet, but I will. I'm gonna look you up and I'm gonna check you
dude's
out.
awesome. His Instagram's squat like Chow. Dude's fucking strong as shit.
How you met him?
He's actually affiliated with Hostile as well. He's
Okay.
like the athlete manager for Hostile,
Okay,
and
cool,
he
cool.
coaches Hunter Labrada and a bunch of other top level bodybuilders. And man, I just thought that would be a great choice, so did that. And actually, I have a actual doctor who actually sponsors me too. Shout out to them. Their Instagram is Forever Young Men's Health.
How many sponsors do you have?
Like 5.
Okay, so
He said that like 5. Like,
Well, I mean, fucking Brody
that's
got
fucking
like
great.
tons of them.
Yeah,
dude.
but fuck, 5's good. Shit.
No,
but-
yeah, absolutely. I mean, some people don't have any.
well, I mean,
Right.
but look, I mean, it's at the end of the day, like just being honest, you can't really compare yourself to because
I mean, Brody got 1.2 million
No, I'm
followers.
not even talking about the following aspect. I'm talking about y'all on different levels of shit.
Yeah,
Brody,
yeah.
Brody's not out here trying to. He's out
He's
here
not
trying
really
to,
doing the
He's not a
competitions
competitive
though. Yeah, I was about to
bodybuilder.
say
He's just
he's
an
He's an
influencer.
influencer.
Entertainer,
Trying
yeah,
to,
yeah.
He's trying to make content. You're trying to fucking.
You're trying to win.
do this,
You're trying to win
that's why,
shows.
that's why I got in
Yeah.
contact with
Trying to
Nick
be
is
Steve-O.
because like my thing isn't necessarily trying to. I don't like filming myself in the gym. Like a lot of people like Brody and all of his friends and everything, they'll bring tripods in and everything, and that's awesome. Like I'm all for it. I'm not gonna tell nobody, hey man, take that shit out of here. Like a lot of bodybuilders are like, man, they're fucking people with tripods.
You in
and
some
shit
of the videos.
So wait, do you
That's
do
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
shit? You spray tan yourself and all that shit too?
So the shows have that.
Dude, yeah,
that
he
does
don't even
that.
know. I have videos of this motherfucker like
With a sock on my
with a
cock.
sock on his cock.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
It was just a sock on his
Oh
cock.
yeah, definitely.
Well,
yeah.
and I'm
flexing and fucking doing it.
I'm gonna need the videos.
Yeah,
the
well,
button, they go up in there and like a little.
yeah, he's in a little
like
booth, and I'm like,
whitey
I'm trying to
tighties.
make sure that I keep the camera up above his waist and shit. And then they have like all these like.
So you
fucking,
straight.
Well,
oh
I'm
my
I'm
God.
on
Yeah,
the.
dude. So when you getting tan, like too, like
Man, it sounds like y'all did a lot of bonding.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
This
but
dude
like,
knows me
each other.
inside
Like, I was about to say.
well, look,
This sounds like more like
Damn.
a breakup.
well,
Yeah.
just being real, dude. Like, and look, just being honest.
dude, they like tan. They get your ass cheeks the same color as your butthole, pretty much,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I could be one of these bodybuilders because like they got these fucking dude. These girls were hot. That was,
I'll be honest.
No,
look,
no,
I'll be
being
honest,
serious.
like time out. If he'd have been like, yeah, look, dude, I'd have walked
The
in
last
like
thing
with my
you're trying
camera.
to do is get a hard on full
That's
of
what
rooms
I'm
with
about
guys
to
with
say.
socks on
Well,
their
look,
cocks.
look.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Nick would have
yeah.
been like, Brant, we got you a job to go film. I'd be like, listen, this dude wants me to do what? No, look, I'm gonna get one of my guys to come film you.
Nah, but so no, yeah. So I actually have a doctor now that sponsors me Forever Young Men's Health Clinic, and basically he's just making sure I stay as healthy as possible while doing this, and that's something that I never really took into consideration
no,
in the
and it's
past.
something you need to take into consideration.
Yeah,
especially with
absolutely,
everything that's
because
going
everything
on.
that the bodybuilders take, dude, like I don't want to get into that much detail
Well,
about
right,
it,
but it's got to
like,
be a certain balance, I'd imagine.
yeah, everything that bodybuilders take, dude, has a negative impact on your body, like health-wise. And if you can have somebody regulating that pretty regularly and getting blood work done and understanding and explaining to you the ways to go about it healthy, then you're gonna extend your career so much further.
Tell me and be honest with me on this. Do you like get nervous anytime, like whenever you see like these big influencers? Like I don't know. I don't want to. I'm gonna bring up his name
Liver
because I
King.
hope not even him. I'm talking about like whenever because hopefully he comes on the podcast with you one day. Sam. All right. So obviously we know Sam is running a little bit harder things, right? That probably more.
Well,
than-
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah,
He might have
yeah.
a better buy. Whatever. All I'm saying is like the content that I see, like pushing and all, like people saying like, "Oh man, like watch out, like be careful,"
Well,
just
those-
because like
so-
heart conditions and shit.
Yeah, and I will say this about Sam and meeting him and everything. Dude's a great guy. And look, I don't know anything other than meeting him in person a couple times, and we never discussed anything. But people making content like you're talking about are only doing it for views.
Views and shit.
Because there's a lot of people out there that will bash the fuck out of social media influencers or bodybuilders.
They don't even
and
know what the fuck is going on
They
behind
don't,
the
they don't
scenes.
even know what's going on behind the scenes, but they're just mad that this person is so much more successful than them
Right.
that they're looking to criticize them in a negative way so that they can get views off of their name.
Well, yeah, because look, the same way you're telling us you got somebody monitoring you, I'm sure he's doing the same.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like, look.
I hope
don't-
he is.
I don't even have half the following he gets, and I know that this dude, I mean, speaking to Brody a couple of times, like, dude makes a living doing this shit, and
Right.
Brody doesn't even have half of what the followers Sam got. So I can only imagine Sam's making a astronomical amount of money.
I'm sure Sam's making a few million. a
Dude,
year.
that's what I'm saying. So if you can't afford, or if you're too dumb to keep your health involved in this, then I don't feel bad for you one bit.
No, I think he's. I would
Yeah, it's
hope-
like
I would
protecting
hope-
your
like,
brand, because like you said, that's your own brand.
That's what I'm saying. But dude,
he's been
with
he's been pretty open about like before he
Brand
was
watches,
definitely-
and look, we getting tight on time, so we go finish up and we
Yeah.
can wrap this up, and then we'll let you get out of here, Jacob. But go ahead.
He's definitely been very open about how he treats his body, and whenever he first started going viral, he was very clearly like not taking care of himself.
No, and
like,
absolutely,
you could see it
like,
all
you
in his
can-
acne. Like
Well,
it was a
see, my
lot,
thing-
and he was eating whatever he wanted.
And look, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I know fucking bodybuilders that have such a high metabolism that you have to eat like shit just to gain weight. Because, like, even for myself, dude, like, my coach has me eating a ridiculous amount of fucking food. Like, if I told you how much food I ate on a daily basis, it would blow your fucking mind. Like, people may look at
give
that.
him a little scoop of it.
I mean, dude, I'm eating 6,500 calories a day.
Tell him what that means.
It's basically I'm eating 319 grams of protein, basically 1,000 grams of carbs, and like
So,
120 grams
To
of
the
fat.
viewers that don't understand what he's talking about right now, he's talking about probably like waking up. He's gonna eat like fucking 8 pancakes for breakfast.
Well, what is the normal calories?
All right.
Like, what is the normal calories?
I
Around
mean,
2,000?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like for somebody, so like for
22,000,
instance, my breakfast, it used to be basically it'll be 60 grams of whey, which is protein powder, which is like 3 scoops. So that's a lot in itself right there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So 60 grams of whey, 250 grams of cream of rice, which for nobody who knows what cream of rice is pretty much like grits, but it's actually rice. And it's flavored. But like whenever you cook that, it volumizes to where you have to eat it in a salad bowl. It's so big. So my coach, my coach always asks for feedback on how I'm digesting food and how everything's working and everything. And at first it was great, but it got to the point where it was taking me 45 minutes just to eat this fucking bowl of fucking food. So I told him, I said, dude, I'm getting it down, but like this shit's taking me almost to my next meal. Like by the time I finish this, it's already time for my next meal. So basically now I'm eating 250 grams of fucking rice squares, which is cereal, just rice-based
like
cereal.
Dried out cakes, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's actually the Rice Krispies cereal.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a rice-based cereal and like some berries and shit. And then meal 2 through 5 is basically 2 meals of 150 grams of chicken and 400 grams of rice, and 2 meals of 150 grams of lean cut beef and 400 grams of
All
rice.
right, whenever you talk about 400 grams, to the people that don't know it, 400 grams of rice is like fucking 6 to 7, 8 cups of rice.
That's
Basically
about
eating
6 meals of rice
Yeah.
for an
Well,
old person.
That's like making a whole
So I
fucking
figured
pot
it
and eating
out.
a whole pot.
I figured it out. I'm basically eating like 3.5 pounds of rice a day.
Shit.
That's retarded.
And that's not counting the cream of rice. And pre-workout, I get that same meal plus a bagel with 15 grams of jam. And then my last meal is, I believe it's another 60 grams of whey and like 250 grams of cream of rice again. But now it's cereal.
So basically, if we go into like apocalypse, you are fucked.
I am so fucked. I'll be the first one starved.
Dude, starved to fucking death.
I'll eat Nick.
If you could catch me.
If you think about it that way, you're the last one starved.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I mean, think about it. You gonna take me be eating the muscle? Or don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, if I go like 4 hours without eating, which I'm basically on the verge of it, like I'm gonna slam a meal before we get going to that concert. But like I'll get hungry, and like my metabolism's so fast right now that like eating that amount of food, like to the average person, they can eat that for like 2 days and be like, oh, this ain't shit. But doing it every fucking day,
No,
it
it's
gets to the
miserable.
point. It gets to the point where I'm going to sleep having trouble breathing because I'm so full, and I'll wake up having trouble breathing because I'm so full. So
Yeah.
I'm force feeding food down, but your body's utilizing it. That like
And then on top of the force feeding the food, you also drinking the fucking. I know you drinking the
2 gallons of fucking water a day.
What the 2 gallons of water, and I know you're taking some type of casein protein before
Well,
you go to
yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Well,
yeah,
look, not to
that's-
cut y'all off. I know Jacob's got to get going to his thing, but look, just to kind of get the viewers, kind of replug your couple events. I know you said you got a couple events, kind of
Yeah,
wrap
so-
this
what you
up.
got
but
going on?
Plug all your social medias too.
So be doing the San Antonio Pro, which I believe is maybe the last week of September, like September 21st or some shit. And then the Steve Carr Pro in Las Vegas, which is like the first week in November. So I got about a 4-week break in between, but it's not really a break because obviously if I don't show up in shape for the first show, then I got to keep pushing hard.
Right.
But so those are my 2 shows going forward. And if y'all want to follow me on social media, I don't have like TikTok or anything. I just have Instagram. So it's Jacob_Robichaux 15. And then you can shoot me a follow. And then my coach, I tag him and everything.
Robichaux, Robicheaux.
No E.
Oh, no
E.
E.
Oh, no.
No E.
Oh shit, no E. I'm sorry. So that's Robichaux.
Oh, yeah. Now, I really gotta get going. My wife just texted me. She's about to leave.
Oh, no doubt. But look, hey, we definitely gonna get you on another.
Because we didn't even talk about half the shit.
No,
I gotta
look,
talk
we'll
about,
get you on
dude.
some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
We appreciate you coming, my brother.
Awesome, dude.